Oh, well, where to start? Joe asked us to do this ghost story, and I guess the best place to start would just be announcing the fact that we have a new addition to the family. It's crazy. Yeah. And our daughter, who was born about 3 months ago, Eleanor June, so family of 4 now. But, yeah, it's just crazy. I want to kind of start by just saying Jules and I have known each other a long time. We've known each other since we were 11 and 12, so off and on, friends of friends, our families were friends, and we've kind of talked about, off and on, the possibility of fostering or adopting, and just kind of knowing that really from a really young age, I mean, like middle school, high school, not like as a couple we weren't together till we were in college, but just when we were really young, the idea of fostering and adopting, and that it's God's heart. It's God's heart, and it's where, it's the outreach of the intimacy of his heart and getting close and personal and keeping it real, and you're literally looking after someone and loving someone with your life. So we had an interest in that from the beginning. But you fast forward, I'm in the Coast Guard, and so my job requires me to move around a lot. We were originally stationed in Portsmouth, Virginia for about 3 years on a cutter there. And off and on after that, during that time, we were looking into, starting a family of our own, trying to have a baby. And it didn't really happen. It took time, and it was a process, and it was frustrating. And it's a frustrating thing to, explain to people, who have kids. And it's like, oh, you're trying to have, are you, going to have kids, anytime soon? And we're like, we're working on it. Yes, we want to. And it's a frustrating, awkward conversation to have. And anyway, we were trying for a little while there, and we were just frustrated. We were like, God, what's going on? What, families are awesome, and kids are awesome. We love kids. This is what we want. I'm pretty sure, this is okay with your will. And anyway, rewind about a year and a half, we were stationed here in Clearwater. And I'm attached to the air station there next to St. Pete. And we found LifeBridge. I think it was literally the first church we had started church shopping at. And we were like, okay, maybe we'll try one other church. We tried one other church, and we were just like, this is dumb. The Lord wants us here. And, yeah. And anyway.
I don't want to cut you off.
Oh, no.
I
don't know all the details.
Praying for a while just about fostering and adopting, and kind of not really bringing it up to him as much because, us wives can be kind of crazy sometimes, and I didn't want to, overwhelm him. So I was like, okay, God.
It's easy to overwhelm the husband.
It is.
Way too easy.
So I kind of told the Lord one week, if you really want us to do this, you need to really confirm it and make it obvious, because it kind of felt hard to be like, we want our, to grow our family, and fostering seems like just so hard because you don't know, how long you're going to have them, and it's just a lot of sacrifice. And this week has really kicked my butt in a good way, and I've cried every day. But we had come to church here, and Alicia and Andrew had spoke.
Orphan Sunday, right?
Yeah,
Orphan Sunday,
of course. The week
Orphan
you pray,
Sunday.
God's like, I got you, Orphan Sunday. So we signed up for classes pretty quickly after that. He really jumped on board. Almost kind of freaked me out because he was so excited about it. And I was like, wait, I don't know if I was just kidding. And so we're with Door of Hope, and they're just a really awesome gospel-centered foster agency. And I encourage any of you that might be thinking of it. It's really just a huge blessing to be doing it with an agency that loves the Lord and just ties it all into, giving him the glory and being a mom and dad to kids that don't have that. And, and we got pregnant during our classes. Yeah. So, curveball was that we, it was right in the middle of signing all these papers and jumping in.
It was literally it was.
We're own baby.
We literally were like spiritually inspired. We felt extremely pushed and drawn by the Holy Spirit to jump into this. We felt the Lord say, you guys need to do this. And we felt confirmation to do that. So we were like, okay, set our own desires aside as, like typical as they seem, like we're doing this. And literally instantaneously, when was it that we found out we were pregnant with Eleanor? We literally, we got licensed and we literally got licensed, like achieved the license to foster and found out we were pregnant. And that doesn't happen very often. That's not like super common. And we just kind of like through the process of like shock, just looked at each other and laughed. It was pretty shocking. But
it was also like, I think so kind of the Lord.
It was confirmation.
Give us, like that was such a big desire of our heart. And, it was like as soon as we surrendered and said, okay, we'll do it, he was like, okay, you're going to do both. We're like, well, that seems a little bit insane, but...
Yeah. It was
and it
kind
is
of...
a little bit crazy town right now, so don't ask me right now how it's going.
We're literally, we're in it now. We've had him, this is the 5th day we've had him. It's been pretty much utter chaos, and it's been complete, it really has been complete satisfaction because, especially I know for me, for both of us, this confirms your own inability as a Christian, as a believer. And you think and get caught up in the head knowledge and your own ability, and having him has just been sheer spiritual blessing and confirmation that God's in control, that the Holy Spirit is in control. If you let him, he'll take care of you, give you the strength, give you the endurance and the care and love that these kids need. And that's pretty, you could actually, not to like totally sideswipe the story, but this is all, she has a blog and actually has it all like laid out, on a timeline and everything and all the details. Yeah, so you can read that there. But we were drawn in to do this, and it couldn't have been more obvious. I think the biggest thing like we're still walking away with and want to pursue and remember during this process is if it's fostering or whatever, support, whatever the Lord has you drawn in and you feel your heart and you get moved and you just cry over. We watched the promo for Door of Hope, and we just lost it. I was like, I don't cry. And I was just sitting there. I was like, oh, geez. This is it. We have to do this. And if you feel that, if you have that confirmed that you need to move, you're simply missing out if you don't step forward. As scary as it is, as intimidating as it is, if you don't step forward, you're just missing out on your own calling.